Man, so two Jack Bros coming in once again, spent on a Sunday. We go hard on Sunday.
It was a hot Sunday.
It was
we
a
were
hot, hard,
earlier.
hot and hard.
Yeah.
A hot, hard Sunday. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
We go hot and hard every Sunday.
Mm-hmm. We got to accept that about ourselves, huh?
We do. We do. We have to schedule around that. So we got back from Hershey Park. We'll get into that in a second.
Yeah.
We got back from Hershey Park. We get into the house. We pack everything into the house. Unpack everything into the house. I don't want to.
We unpacked.
I don't want to upset anybody grammatically.
Yeah.
We unpacked the car
Yeah.
and put it. See, here's the thing. I'll say packed it into the house because we're not necessarily the best people at unpacking once we bring stuff into the house.
I've been trying to be better.
Were you better today? Did you unpack everything?
Yeah.
Oh, we unpacked.
Yeah.
We unpacked.
The kids aren't unpacked, but that's their
So
own
we
damn
packed their stuff
responsibility.
into the house.
I'm unpacked.
Yeah. And go outside into our beautiful backyard.
Yeah.
And there were two young ladies taking selfies with our rose bush.
Yeah.
They were trespassing.
Yeah.
Like our rose bush is into our property.
Yeah. It's on the edge still, but they were in.
Yeah, but I don't know if you saw when I first came out of the house.
She was in our alley.
She was like a step past that gate.
Oh, she was inside our gate.
I could have shot her. I could have stood my ground.
Yeah.
Man, she's so lucky I don't keep that thing on me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Two little bad burritos out there taking selfies.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a bold move. Would you do that?
Would I step inside somebody's gate?
I mean, because she only had to step 1 foot in because I think that was the best angle for the sun and get maximum rose bush.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's a bold move to do to somebody's property. Like our windows are open, our back door was open. We're clearly home.
Yeah.
It's that time of day where it's twilight where they can see into our windows. You see people in this house. You know, it's like that time of day where it just starts to begin where they can see in and we can't see out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like we're getting the reflection, right? It was come on, what are you doing? That's a bold move.
It is. I don't know that I wouldn't do it though.
Yeah.
If there was like the perfect picture I could take of my kids on somebody's like front lawn, I'd do it.
I think that's
our kids like lay down on people's yards. They run up people's hills.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, to what end? Are you trying to have that represent our lawn? Like, whose lawn is that in the picture? You know, like, what are you...
You think she was like, these are my rose bushes?
I don't know. I can't say that for sure.
It was definitely her Sunday. Her hot and heavy Sunday.
Yeah, well, she's clearly living in a selfie world.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's a young selfie girl,
mm-hmm.
you know? So, I don't understand the messaging for that generation and with selfies. I mean, so how old would you say they were?
How old were they? They were like low 20s.
I would say low 20s too.
Yeah.
Right? And yeah, I mean, I don't know their selfie context and language.
I think you just gotta look good in your picture. I don't think anybody cares about anything.
Yeah, but we're a little too old to just be looking good in pictures. You know what I mean? It's like, whose car is that?
Yeah.
You know, stop acting like you got all that money.
Yeah.
Like, put that away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
So she might be. So I see. You see that she's claiming our rose bushes.
I mean, to some degree, she's definitely stealing rosebush valor somehow.
Flower valor, right?
Yeah, a little flower valor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like that. You know, I'm staunchly against stealing valor of any kind.
We need a fence.
Yeah.
It's too open. Our house is which is wide open to people.
To keep the trollops out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So Hershey Park, man, that was a fun time.
That was a good time.
Yeah.
That was like the best time I've had at an amusement park since being a kid at an amusement park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, it's every time I go to an amusement park, I am so shocked at how many people are like so overweight. Right? Because it's like you clearly do some stuff. You're at an amusement park.
Yeah.
You know, every time you know, like I'm walking and you know, you're up and down hills at amusement parks for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
They're very hilly places.
How many? Okay. My pet peeve. Did you see it?
Your pet peeve, was it up there?
No, no. How many kids did you see in strollers that were like over 5?
Way too many.
Yeah.
For like this, like what is? Are you not bringing your kids here to tire them the fuck out?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
You're gonna push them around and then have them jump out to go jump on a ride and then jump back in and then feed them food and candy.
Yeah, and if you are pushing a 5-year-old around in a giant stroller like this, how are you still fat? If this is your lifestyle, this is confusing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I don't feel like if I was doing that on a somewhat regular basis, I'd be fit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's a lot of, because it's not like all the fat people hang out at the bottom of the hill in the amusement park. I was seeing some of the same people everywhere. Everywhere we went, and I was like, my legs were burning.
Yeah. Yeah. We were walking.
Yeah.
We were moving.
There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way. And they weren't. A lot of them were using the strollers that they rent at the park.
Oh yeah.
Those clunky ass, heavy ass strollers.
Those things don't glide like some of the other ones.
No.
No, they've got like 2 kids in those.
You know what I mean? It was pretty.
Just they're all asleep right now. All those people.
Yeah,
they're passed out.
Their kids are out committing crimes.
Yeah, those parents are like, I can't do it.
Those parents are going to be so confused to find out how much they neglect their kids at some point. Because like, there's no way those people are still awake. You're right. Those people are definitely fucking passed out.
Yeah, maybe on the floor like her son.
Yeah, and those kids are having a fucking serial killer Sunday. Like they're turning into serial killers right now.
Yeah,
in the backyard, fucking killing rabbits and shit.
And lighting things on fire. They're
Rabbits.
playing with fire.
Fucking up rabbits, those kids. Yeah, I was. So when we were at the water park part, which we didn't necessarily partake because I didn't even know Hershey Park had a water park.
I did. I thought it was a separate ticket, I guess. And
yeah, because Wild Water Kingdom at Durney Park is like a separate park.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, Hershey Park has like a water park in the park.
Yeah, we had our bathing suits with us. We packed them. We just didn't wear them.
Yeah. So we just we're walking around. I've never felt in my life that people in bathing suits were so naked before.
It was butts out vacation everywhere.
I don't even know if it was that. I can't put a finger on it.
No.
Like everybody just seemed so much more. Like, 'cause we go to the beach all the time.
Yeah.
People are walking around in bathing suits at the beach, at the boardwalk. We're at the boardwalk. People, walking around.
It was also like it's like the beginning of the summer. So these are like people whose skin haven't seen the sun like all winter,
Yeah.
So this is first time out in bathing suits too.
Yeah, there's some blinded white people out there.
Yeah, maybe some new bathing suits. People didn't know they were gonna fit like this.
It feels a little different. Like, you're at Hershey Park. People are walking around in bathing suits, and it's just like, you're just doing that so people see you in a bathing suit.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't bathing suit culture.
Yeah, no.
Like, this is, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, this is a wholesome time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but everybody felt like the people in bathing suits felt so naked.
The thong bathing suits got me.
Yeah, you're walking around in a thong at Hershey Park.
What decision-making process was that?
I don't know. Yeah, what the fuck?
And when you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to take my pants off, my shorts off now.
Oh, and those kids are going to be like, damn. I'm going to be walking past all those kids getting pushed in strollers, those fucking 5-year-olds, stunting on them bitches. What you looking at, bitch? Yeah, it's wild. It was wild. It was also, too, I don't know. For some of those people, it was just like, you never go to the beach. You just come here to fucking stunt in your bathing suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, it was a good time. Good time. Rode a roller coaster.
Yeah, whole family on the roller coaster.
Yeah. Man, I rode a fucking roller coaster today.
Made you sweat, huh?
It did. I'm not a roller coaster guy, man. That pre roller coaster before it starts moving, is a very trepidatious time for me. It's not easy.
Yeah, you and your son.
Yeah.
Your son was screaming bloody murder on these rides as they were starting.
Well, we're kind of the inverse. No, it's very different. No. Hold on. Let me back him up. Right?
Okay.
Because we're actually complete opposite in that regard.
Okay.
Before the ride starts moving, I am a nervous wreck.
Okay. Yeah.
while like once I hear that click click, it's like fuck.
Yeah.
You know, as soon as I get strapped into that machine, and I can no longer just pop out of it.
Yeah.
It is. I just can't stop sweating.
Yeah.
I get so paranoid.
Yeah.
Once it starts moving, I start adjusting.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I'm on a ride. Let's figure out how to fucking get through this. You know, I'm a fighter. I'm in a fighter plane. I'm in a fighter jet. I'm in a fighter jet. That's largely what I do. I try to envision myself being like doing something heroic of some kind. You know,
Yeah.
it's
You have to ride this roller coaster to save your family, Sidney Gant.
yeah. Yeah, like our son, he's like a gnat. Like he has like the memory of a gnat.
He does.
Like before, it's blowing my mind how happy he is before this ride starts.
Yeah.
It's like, especially with how he acts once the ride starts. It's like, dude,
Goldfish.
you are chipper as fuck. Do you know what you're about to do? This is about to change dramatically quickly. It's really impressive how positive and happy he is before the ride. It's mind blowing. Yeah. It's like you're about to get your world shook. You know that, right?
I think it like started to seep into him. He was having cracks on when we were waiting for the water slide ride.
Yeah.
Because he was like, he'd be like, da, 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 and then he'd be like, I don't want to go on this, Mom. I don't think I want to.
Wait, he went on so there was the one roller coaster. It was a little misleading because it had loop the loops and everything. You know that it's all one lap. You know.
Yeah.
But it goes back. It does a lap. It goes back. It does everything backwards.
Yeah.
And then does it have to go forward again, or does it finish backwards?
No, it finishes backwards, just like clunk.
Yeah.
Oh no! Did it take you? I think it just finishes.
Yeah. When it started going backwards, I didn't know it went backwards.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I'm not. Keep in mind, I only rode the roller coaster that the littlest kid that we were with could ride.
Yeah, the littlest height. He only passed the first height thing.
He was 3.
He was 3.
He was a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
I rode a 3-year-old roller coaster.
And you're like,
by the
woo.
way, little intense for a 3-year-old roller coaster, if you ask me.
Seriously.
That thing was moving.
Yeah.
So that's the only roller coaster I rode.
Yeah.
So, what was that thing? The Sidewinder?
Yeah.
What's it called?
That's
the Sidewinder at Hershey Park.
Yeah.
For those of you who are in the know, if you know now, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, he was shook by the fact that he didn't know that it went backwards either. Could you imagine that? Like, because you knew it went backwards, right?
Before we got on, I was like, "Oh, Finn, look at that roller coaster. It goes backwards." But like,
yeah,
we're in it, and I'm like,
yeah.
I was like,
it's because again, like if you imagine like this chipper little kid beforehand, like he just wants to pretend, he just wants to be on the roller coasters because they exist.
Yeah,
he can't handle it.
No.
But he doesn't want to live in a world where there are roller coasters and he's not on them.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, he's got to ride roller coasters.
It's a positive attitude, right? It's like, yeah, dude, I hate it. But man, isn't it cool that we have roller coasters? I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Right? So you have that and you're like, fucking it's finally about to, you're done.
Yeah.
You're like, I fucking did it again. Mission, he got Mortal Kombat Scorpion back into a roller coaster. Like pulled him back. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah. It was long backwards too. And you knew how long it was going to be, you know? You're like, oh, now we're going to flip like this.
Yeah, I'm doing all the things backwards. Yeah, that was interesting. All right. Yeah. So that's us.
Yeah.
That's how we crushed it today.
Yeah.
Welcome to Hershey Park. But yeah, let's since we are again wiped out on a Sunday.
Yeah.
We should probably get into this show. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Let's get into this show. Yeah. So, all right. We could always start off with the My Bad segment of the show. By the way, welcome to Two Jack Bros. If you've never been here before, welcome to Two Jack Bros. This is the show where Ansley and I, we try to take everything that you just heard, all of our idiosyncrasies as humans, and still despite who we are. Because I believe that enlightenment isn't only for, people sitting in lotus.
It can't be. It's got to be for all of us.
Yeah.
Or it's for none of us.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't feel like I have to fucking wear a robe to do it.
Maybe once you do it, you'll want to wear a robe, though.
Different kind of robe, though. It's, you know what I mean? I might wear an open robe around the house a little bit. It's like, who knows? Who knows what enlightenment's going to do for me?
I'm getting a silk robe.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I feel like everybody is entitled to it. I don't feel like you have to change much. You have to make some changes, of course.
You can make some changes.
Some changes. But I think you keep the core of who you are.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And we're going to figure out if that's the case. We're doing it. We're going to do it. It might not be this episode. I don't think it's going to be this episode. No. Yeah, I was pretty judgmental. Yeah. So way too many morbidly obese people today. I was like thinking a lot about titties today.
But man titties, right?
Mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, both, actually. I was thinking about some... I think I came to a really cool anatomical conclusion about the evolution of men and women. Right?
What's that? Yeah.
Because... the first thing is... the first thing I noticed, I think I said this to you at the park, is that, like, women titties are way better than man titties. Yeah. Like, there was a lot of, like, topless... there's a lot of people in bathing suits, like the bikinis, but there's also a lot of guys walking around with no shirt on. Yeah, their
boobies go, like, armpit and very saggy and, like...
It's
like pancakey.
Yeah, it's not. It's like it's nowhere near as pleasing.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like there's like are melting off their body.
Yeah, they are. And when I'm looking at the guys that have titties, I feel like man titties have more back and forth wobble. Yeah. It's like they're just angled at a way where they just wobble back and forth more. Yeah. Just having to deal with that wobble, as like you're not. A man's body isn't evolved to handle titty wobble. Mm. Our center of gravity's too high. Mm-hmm. Or is it too low? Or women have...
It's too high.
Yeah, women have a lower center of gravity. Mm-hmm. They're so the shorter the torso on a woman, typically the bigger boobs she has. Yeah. Because she can now handle the wobble. Yeah. Like longer torsoed women tend to have smaller boobs.
Mm-hmm. Don't gesture towards me.
I mean, well, we know we are who we are. Yes, right? Yeah. But yeah, so I was thinking about that all day long. That, because that's pretty true. That's like anecdotally, at the very least, I feel like anybody listening to this can be like, yeah, that's absolutely true. I see that. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Again, the longer the torso handling that wobble, it's like it's a lot of effort. Mm-hmm. So it's if for that alone, men should make sure they don't have we're not built to handle titties. We can't handle the wobble.
They're not pushing. It's always ladies pushing big kids in strollers.
I saw some big fellas out there.
Yeah, pushing strollers.
Yeah, I think they were trying to the guys the couple guys that I saw too were like big tall guys.
Oh yeah.
Like 6'6", 6'7".
But were the kids too big in the strollers?
Yeah, there were some pretty big kids, and he was trying to lean over and kind of use the tilt of his weight to kind of push it. Yeah, he was also holding himself up on it, but not for medicinal purposes, but also close to it. It's but yeah, it's I've been thinking about that all day. Yeah, men are not built to handle titty wobble. Mm-hmm. Leave that to the ladies. Mm-hmm. I will admit that is a thing that women are better at than men.
Oh yeah.
Handling the titty wobble.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you manage your titty wobble well?
I do very well. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I enjoy a life of very minimal titty wobble.
I think I had a moment when I was growing up where I felt too much titty wobble when I was walking, and it's like, oh, this feels uncomfortable. I've got to get this under control.
Yeah, did you try to scrunch your torso?
Yeah. I'm like, I need to concave this.
Yeah.
That's why I think high school girls get concaved, with the tall ones, people that are and they get bad posture and stuff. They're trying to manage their titty wobble.
Yeah, because they probably got longer torsos and they haven't built the infrastructure inside their core to handle the titty wobble yet. Mm-hmm. So they're just trying to catch them. Yeah. We're just gonna net them right here.
Yeah, just hold them in with the arms.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. man, I just feel like, we're just really getting deep into titty right now.
Uncovering the mysteries.
Covering them. Yeah.
I was trying to dive deep into, I said I wanted to be a herbalist, and I was looking into this, like, health, these people that live this life.
Mm-hmm.
And I stumbled upon a lady who claims that she is like a Kegel weight lifter. Like
she got a strong snatch.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, that's like, like she lists 3 things, like her 3, what are they called? 3 things like, to make you qualified to do something.
If they don't call lifting things with your vagina the snatch.
I think it was a Kegel weightlifter or Kegel weightlifting champion or something.
Just so people know, there is an exercise called the snatch.
Yeah.
The snatch and clean.
Yeah.
Come on. They're not calling that the snatch.
Probably not, because they take themselves too seriously, maybe. I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right. So the Kegel, she competes?
I think so.
She's pro?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't get into her her background enough to find out what her, what competitions she's been in, or what, like how you back this
her
up.
Accreditation.
Yeah, her accreditation. I did listen to her podcast about tantric sex, though.
Oh yeah?
I did, yeah.
Goodness gracious. So so we're trying to reach enlightenment. We're trying to do that. And I'm curious about what you learned about tantric sex, or I don't even really know what tantric sex is.
Well, what I took away from it is that, how, like, typically when you're having sex, typically having sex, and like if you climax, your breathing gets really short, and you get like tense, and then you expel, right?
Yeah.
And your energy goes out with this, and you're like, oh, phew.
Yeah.
Sorry, lots of sound effects, but like that's how my brain processes it. So, but like
keep in mind, those are the least sexual sex sound effects ever. I think you're good.
Okay. I just feel like I can't think of words right now, so I'll just make sounds to express myself. So, but in tantric sex, instead, like it lasts longer, like that's the big thing we all know about it, right? Mm-hmm. It can last like overnight, hours, whatever. So it's like a matter of making sure you're always breathing deeper, and because you're taking this energy and you're like dispersing it through your body again. You're not ejaculating and shooting this energy out of you. So like you're continuing to keep this energy within you, so that you can go for longer and longer and longer. And then even when you climax, you like, instead of shooting your energy out, like you keep it within yourself with your breathing and stuff.
So you just regulate your breathing? Just keep normal breathing?
Yeah, and I think about your energy.
There's a specific breathing for, because I don't know if you noticed, but the last time we had sex,
mm-hmm.
I was breathing a little differently.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm gonna really focus on this nasal breathing right now.
You were nasal breathing.
Yeah. Yeah, I was, the long, for 4 seconds, and then, I mean, it's easy for me. I'm just hanging out on the bottom down there doing nothing. I need to do something down there. Oh, where am I breathing? Crushing it up there, by the way, babe.
Well, I was working on my breathing too. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like I mean, if you don't mind me saying so, I don't want to embarrass you, right? But I don't feel like I lasted longer. And I was doing that breathing.
But you did not fall asleep and say, "Oh, I can't open my eyeballs."
All right, that was nobody's business.
What I'm saying is that you kept your energy.
Oh my God. Listen, I go hard on Sundays. All right. Man, so here we go. This is how the show works. We're jumping into the segments, and the first segment was something we like to do every week when we try to achieve this this enlightenment, or maybe it's just like on the path to enlightenment. Something that we like to do each week is to set our energy back to neutral. We don't want to have any negative energy out there,
mm-hmm.
right? We want to rein that in,
mm-hmm.
hammer that out as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And so this segment is called My Bad, where we, just apologize to somebody, something, some entity, energy, whatever, that may need an apology and not even know it.
Mm-hmm.
But it helps set our energy back to neutral. Ansley, what do you got?
I have to say my bad to our fellow bottom of the hill neighbors.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like I told you before, there's the one house that I definitely judge the people that live at this house.
Yeah.
And, I had the funny thought that I was like, oh, they're a corner house like us and they don't have a fence. I've been really thinking about a fence lately.
Yeah.
I've been like, we're just like them. Ha, ha, ha. And then when I noticed that they threw out a lamp and the kids were like, that's the same lamp we had, I realized I have much more in common with them than I ever thought I did. And so I feel like I've been judging. Like, I've been like, ha, 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 we're bottom of the hill people. But I've been like, I'm better than them.
Yeah.
So I apologize to all of them. I'm not better than them. I have the same lamp as you. We're the same. We're all just living here on the bottom of the hill, dreaming of top of the hill.
To be fair, they could also be better than the rest of the bottom of the hill people too. We could be us and them. We could just be better than everybody. We should just be better than everybody down here.
You're right. I was looking at it wrong.
Yeah. Flip that shit. What are you doing, girl? That's important.
Yeah.
Right. That's important. And I think essentially we have to get to the point where we realize that these top of the hill people aren't any different than us too.
Yeah, they might have that same lamp too.
They might have also the same lamp, but it's like they also are at the top of the. I mean, it's like really, it's just for flooding in situations like that. It's like, it's like we're the first. We're basically in the bottom of the cabin of the Titanic.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
If that river fucking over, that river's gonna get us.
Yeah. There's no time for us to get out.
No, we have to go hang out on the sidewalk at the top of the hill.
There might be a barricade in the way. Like, we're not going to be able to get by.
They're probably going to be very upset with the fact that we're bringing down their property value up there. They're going to be looking out their blinds, looking at us like all flooded out of our homes, just like, Why would you even live down there? I don't get it. Yeah. But that's a good thing to come to terms with.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it also takes a little bit of stress off. Of trying to keep up appearances of some kind. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Or it's trying to do things that make you, because it's like, who cares where you are in life?
Yeah, you can't get all bent out of shape. Like, nobody could yell at you like, you bottom of the hill person, and you get like offended by it. You'd be like, yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. Yeah. I like it. My apology goes out to, now this, you got to hear me out. Because this is going to sound like a not apology. I'm going to warn you right now. Mm-hmm. I have to apologize to this guy that ran this comedy show that was posturing towards me. Mm-hmm. I'd like to apologize for not slapping the shit out of him.
Yeah, why? But don't you think you did the right thing?
I think the right thing would have been to slap the shit out of him. But that's not the right thing in society. We live in a little bit of a convoluted society where sometimes we demonize the right thing as the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Yes, randomly running around smacking people in the streets, it's fucked up. Mm-hmm. But if somebody, comes at you a certain way when you weren't expecting that, like if you are not at all contributing to the increase in hostility of the moment, mm-hmm. you should be able to slap somebody down to your level of hostility. Mm-hmm. You're like, come back down here, dude. Calm down. Yeah. We're here now. Yeah. Right? And it sucks that we live in a society where we let these people that come at people. We let them, because I can't just smack him because that'll be a legal situation. He's not seeing it that way. He's not like, that motherfucker's afraid to fuck up, the financial situation of his family for a couple months. Mm-hmm. He's like, yeah, he don't want none of this smoke. Mm-hmm. Do you understand what I'm saying? He's being falsely encouraged to do that shit again. Now for the next person that gets that treatment, I pushed him towards that person with that treatment.
It doesn't sound like an apology, you're right.
It's I am sorry that society fucking sucks and doesn't let me smack people in the street. Yeah. I'm sorry. My bad. Yeah. My bad, Ansley.
You sound like those girls that were taking selfies outside our house.
I saw them 2 times after that. Yeah. When I went to the grocery store, I saw them walking. Mm-hmm. up by like 12th and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I was in the grocery store, they walked past the window as I was like leaving the register.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Maybe I should apologize to them.
For what?
Because my assumption is that they were going to the liquor store.
Wait, the liquor store's not even there anymore.
They're dumb. I considered that. It was like these fucking idiots walked all the way to the
other
liquor
store is a lot closer.
Yeah.
The Beer Depot or whatever.
Idiots.
Yeah.
Idiots. I'm sorry, Bad Burritos. Yeah. Yeah, you found my apology.
Yeah.
I was judging those girls so hard. It's so funny too because I was so receptive of them taking those pictures. Like, yeah, go ahead, do your thing.
Yeah.
You know, they stayed out there for minutes.
Yeah.
Afterwards to get the right shot.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm still judging them.
Yeah.
Because like I'm not gonna from the direction they were walking.
Yeah.
They came from a lower part on the hill.
They did. They're getting flooded first.
Yeah. You know, it's like, come on.
They've got up to the beautiful flowers on our level of the hill.
Yeah.
They don't grow flowers like that down lower.
Nah, they can't. They don't get enough sunlight.
No.
Too low on the hill. Yeah. That's all right. Good. Got that judgmental shit out of us.
Yeah.
We were judgmental,
It was
man.
all built up.
God, who the fuck did we think we were?
I don't know. We've been living too large. Look at us going too hard on Sundays. We're like,
we
look
are.
At
We need
us.
to get. We have been living. We typically lead a life of leisure.
Yeah.
We've been living a very active life right now.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. We're just getting it out there. We need
It's
to get
ebbs
out
and
there.
flows. You know,
Yeah.
you got to go with life sometimes.
Yeah, we're ebbing right now.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get back to flowing.
Mm-hmm.
Can we flow? We're gonna flow and ebb. We're
Mm-hmm.
gonna flow and ebb. Ebb and flow.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna flow while I ebb.
Yeah. You breathe through your nose.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we're definitely ebbing right now. All right. I think we can make it to another segment.
Okay.
Wow, we did it.
Yeah.
We didn't spend the whole hour on one segment.
We're good.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a little better that way, right? You move through.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What do you got, Ansley? I'm looking up there at the segments. Do you got anything you wanna? I would say we have one segment that we haven't gotten to yet. The Grant Me One Snitch, where we get to snitch one thing about the other person.
It's about the other person.
Yeah. Or any snitch you wanna give out, but like you know.
Did I already snitch on you?
Yeah, you did.
So now you got one for me.
I don't. I'm gonna be the bigger man.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be the bigger man about that.
Yeah.
First of all, and it doesn't happen every time. It's just, I'm not gonna lie. Lately, you've been on your game up there. I don't know. You're taking a lot of. Every pyramid needs a strong base. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh man, what a funny thing. It's yeah, it's I don't know. I think that's a funny thing that people don't really admit. I guess most guys aren't trying to be like great at sex guy. Like you want to be good enough to keep a chick, right? You don't want to be like so bad that she has to leave you for another dick.
No, that wouldn't be good.
No, that wouldn't be good. And it's but nobody admits that it's just all confusing.
What the
lady parts or how a lady part works or so many things have to be in sync, you know, where it's like it's the easier thing to do is like, here, you take my dick. Do whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
And you turn over an hourglass. The clock is ticking. Not an hourglass. It's like one for like a board game. It's like a couple minutes. You know what I mean? You turn around the minute glass. It's like, all right, don't fuck up.
You ever think about how that translates into nature and like the birds that like the male birds that like dance around with their tails all poofed over their head, or like build the nests and stuff to like, and the bird just comes around and like watches and like decides whether they're worthy or not. Like
what about it? Yeah, what do you mean? Do I think about that? What do you Is that something I'm like sitting around thinking about, like bird dances and shit?
No, in like terms of evolution and like males, like females, like the roles that we've have as a society for males and females, and then like in terms of like some of the animal kingdom, and it's the males that are more flashy and like are like impressing the females.
Yeah.
And I feel like our society doesn't always look at it that way, and
but it is still the case in human culture, for humans as well. It's the same.
Yeah.
Men tend to be more flashy.
Yeah.
To get the other thing.
Yeah.
Right. And Genuine.
Yeah.
He did some bird dances. He was out there bird dancing for the ladies.
I guess he was. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just got to recognize it.
Yeah. You that's the thing. We just don't acknowledge it when we see it. Yeah. Any guy that dances is doing it to get chicks.
Yeah.
If you're not doing it to get chicks, you're doing it to get dudes.
Yeah.
Like nobody what? You think people are just out there dancing? You think guys are just out there like just like loving dance?
Did you know in like 1538 there was people, they're in like a conservative culture, and they had one, like they got worried that somebody, like they were going to make a saint unhappy, and it was like the saint of dancing or something, and that if they got cursed, they thought they got cursed into having to dance.
Yeah.
And so like all of them started dancing as a society, like this whole town, and they danced for so long that people died, like of exhaustion and of like natural like causes of this like dancing.
I mean, that's wild. Like at some point you're not even dancing, you're just starving yourself.
Yeah. They were like got put into a frenzy. It was like mass,
Well, but still the human body, we are a biological machine.
Mm-hmm.
And you can only exert energy for so long before you're just lying down. Do you know what I mean? It's
yeah.
like you so that's what I'm saying. It's like at one point you're in your mind, like what is dancing starts to become less and less movement.
Right, like because you think of like when I think about somebody dancing until they can't dance anymore, I think about like hippies, like with their shirt off, just like going until they can't go anymore. But these are like church folks. Like, are they dancing like hippies?
Yeah, but here's the thing: it's not just like shut off. It's not like they're just dancing 1 second and then like dead.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like at one point they're just like lying on the ground, just like tapping a finger. You know what I mean? They're just like, yeah. It's like, eat. What the fuck?
I don't know.
That's crazy what people do when they believe that God is telling them to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what is that? That's a strange phenomenon.
It is.
I saw something that said something. I was like, people talking about what would happen if people from another planet showed up.
Mm-hmm.
And what people who want to sound smart always go to is, well, it's going to really fuck up the notion of religion, right? And that's what those people always say. But it's like, hold on a second. Because, so I guess the meme was like, everybody thinks that when creatures come from another planet, they're going to look like aliens. But what if they were humans?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, yeah, it's going to really fuck up the notion of religion and everything. But it's like, unless they're also religious.
Right. Like, whoa.
Like, dude, that would fuck up your notion of religion.
Yeah.
For the people that don't believe in religion.
Yeah.
Like, how crazy would it be if humans showed up from another galaxy?
Like with the Bible, like with their own Bible,
yeah,
like
it was like,
God.
Whoa, that's what your God is like? Dude, this is the real God.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Get your little ass Earth God out of here.
Yeah.
So you kidding me?
Yeah.
Walks on water? What the fuck? Weak ass God walking on water. What? That God walks. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like that would fuck up. That would fuck up that. I mean, I don't know how I would feel about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that people don't consider that. People, I don't think anybody's ever considered, not ever, but like when people are having those discussions, I don't think everybody always acts like a civilization that is advanced enough to reach us must be beyond religion.
Right.
And that is an arrogant thing to think about. Or that's an arrogant thing to consider. That's like you're so sure that there is no God and that all religion is fake that a more advanced civilization would have nothing to do with religion.
Right.
Say, how do you know? You're not a fucking more advanced civilization, you idiot. You're right here at this time with us. You're in this dumb era with us, you fucking idiot. You're a bottom of the earth person just like us. Yeah. Ansley, you look like you're fading a little bit.
I apologize.
No, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. I mean, we do have to start scheduling this around when we have the energy to do it. I don't want to keep doing this dead. Right? So we're going to have to, if we have to change the day we do it, we're going to have to change the day we do it. I'm putting my fucking foot down right now because you get a little finicky about doing it on different days and different times. Don't you try to be tired and cranky at me saying this.
It's not true.
Okay. It's good defense.
Thank you.
But anyway, man, I just felt the tiredness myself. I apologize. This has been a good episode, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Right? Right, we've had a good time.
We were silly.
Yeah.
It was a time.
Well, let's close it up right here. Ansley, did you this week reach enlightenment? No,
I didn't. But I meditated for 2 days and then I stopped.
Yeah. We heard about this.
Yeah. I didn't follow up on that, but again, it was a crazy weekend, you know. A lot going on. And I'm going to be back on it on Monday. So I'm making steps in the right direction.
Yeah. Also, check out our Patreon, or lately our Patreon, because we were recording on Tuesdays now. Definitely not as tired. Patreon's been getting the high heat, although we haven't been able to do that in a little bit, so we got to get on it. Man, there's some shout outs. Man, I just got so fucking tired. Let's see. You got anything you want to say while I'm looking for this?
I had some spirit science, I think, but it might come out like nothing, but it might be deep.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about how, if you're not separate from everything, right? Like you're connected to everything else. Like if you have insecurities that you embrace and you're like, oh, these are my insecurities and this is what I deal with in life. Like it's almost insulting to the rest of the universe that you're part of. And it's an ego-driven thing. Like you have those based off of how much control you think you have on like your life and the destiny and where things are going and what you can control and what you can change and what you can't.
Yeah.
And like by accepting that you can only, you have control of yourself and how you interact with life and life choices that you make,
Yeah.
and how much you put into life and what you're going to get back from it, but you're not controlling things,
Yeah.
And I don't know, somehow that all ties into like
No, I think I get what you're saying. Like having what?
Insecurities and like letting those drive and control your life.
So let me know if I'm right about this. So it's kind of like my faults in life aren't even really my faults. They're everybody else's faults. Right? These aren't my insecurities even anyway.
Yeah. That's one way to look at it.
Like these issues, these are my issues. These
No.
are everybody else's issues.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been saying that for years. I don't know. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying though.
Yeah.
It's it's I just feel like a lot of the things that we say and a lot of the conclusions that we come to is just different ways to kind of appreciate the time we have now.
Yeah.
Right? Where instead of we gotta end this. I'm like, my brain just zapped on me.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Shout outs to Mike Butler, Mike Levy, Lizbot, Kevin Stevens, Julian from Canada, and his wife Meg.says.so on Instagram, and her podcast So and Tell. She's a seamstress. Kevin Lau, Mary Jo Butler, Nicole, Raj, Janelle, Courtney, Coach Rick, Keith Butts, Andrew Pace, Kyle Hancock, Erica Daniels, Levi Mercer, Justin Masabi, Ezekiel Ellis, Logan Ryan, Roger Down, Joe Rob, Joe Francis. There's a lot of Joes in there. I hope you all know who you are. Joe Francis and his girlfriend's company, Saved by the Reef, TJ James, Nick Cupsey and his 2 books, Lost in the Mail. TJ James, our man down under, holding us down. Forgot about that. My brain, man. This old guy, Chris Bruno, Kevin McGran, Graham Hoffman, Chris Tucker, Derek Towson, Sean Dowdy, Guy Patterson, Brian Buckner, Toscani Rodriguez, Sean the Boner King, King of all boners, John Montag, Sam Amon, Cam Snyder, and there were some people that sent us some herbal.
Oh, the book? Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
We'll get you next week.
Yeah, we will get you, man. Or
I will get that book.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And yeah, thank you so much for listening. You're currently listening to Melissa Val Kingdom and her band Circadian Clock. We're out.
Bye.
Got you.